So I was working with a student online the other day and he was asking me about compressing the golf ball. He said, "Hey, I'm not compressing the golf ball. I'm not getting the ball flight I'm looking for, and I just don't know what to do." Well, there can be a ton of causes of this. A lot of people can even top the ball, chunk the ball, thin it over the green, and it's all caused by kind of the same moving parts. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how you guys are going to stop thinning it, chunking it, topping it, all that, and you're going to compress the golf ball like the pros. If you want more tips like this and to work with me one-on-one like the student I'm referencing, join my Discord channel where you get a free swing evaluation, and also check me out on Skillist where I provide online instruction to anyone in the world. I look forward to helping you guys play your best golf. So the first factor could simply be you're not getting your pelvis to move far enough forward. So for instance, you're getting up to the top of your swing, you're bringing the arms down and the pelvis is never moving forward. So there's a thing called low point. So low point tracks the bottom of your swing arc. So if you're not moving the pelvis far enough forward, that means your low point is happening too far behind the golf ball. So what that means is if the low point happens, let's call it 3 inches behind the golf ball, I will bottom out back here and then I will hit the golf ball on the way up. The other reasons a top shot could be occurring is as you're doing this, so your low point's back, and then to essentially avoid hitting the ground 3 or 4 inches behind the ball, you've adapted to pulling your arms up, and then that's going to cause another top shot. So if you don't pull your arms up enough, you're going to chunk it. If you extend your arms down, you're going to chunk it. So we're going to talk how we're going to get the pelvis to recenter and move forward, as well as keeping the arms extended. So the first drill I'm going to talk about is going to be with the pelvis. We're going to try to get it to recenter early and try to get ourselves getting our low point shifted forward. The second half of this is going to be about getting the arm structure in a better position and also talking about the wrists a little bit. All right, so for the first part, to get the pelvis forward, we're going to lay a stick down in between. So this stick is commonly put here for ball position. Today we're going to use that as a reference point. So I want you to think of your belt buckle, the buttons on your shirt, or your nose. So when we set up to a shot, as we take the club back, a lot of times we're going to have a pelvis sway on the way back, right? So now my belt buckle, my sternum, and my nose are behind the line. What I want to feel is as the club goes up, I want to recenter those things. So I want to get my belt buckle to the other side of this line by pushing into my left foot. What you can feel, the sensation you can have is almost like you're falling to the left. I tell people feel like you're crushing a pop can, or if there's a bug under your foot, right? You're trying to move that way, right? So we want to feel like as we take the club back, my belt buckle, my sternum, basically my midline has shifted back. Pressure's in the right foot. As I go up, I want to recenter that motion. And the recentering, when it happens, is very, very important. The recentering needs to occur as the club is moving up. So as the club moves up, I now recenter, I get my belt buckle in front, and then I can swing through the shot. Again, what this is going to do, it's going to shift the low point forward, okay? What I don't want you to feel, you'll see from the down the line view, is commonly, if you're someone who came from like a baseball or softball background, what you're going to do is you get up to the top, your pelvis moves this way. As you get up to the top from here, you're just going to spin and kind of hang back on that right leg. So you're going to see the pelvis kind of spin this way. And then from the face-on view, you can see my belt buckle is way back here. This low point is going to bottom out super, super early. And it's also a different subject, going to shift the path left, causing you to slice it. So what we want to do, just super simple movements. We want to feel like we take the club up. My belt buckle moves back. As the club moves up, I'm going to recenter the pelvis over, and I'm going to hit the shot. So it's going to look something like this. So set up here, my midline's in line with that stick on the ground. We're going to go back, recenter, and then through. If you want more tips like this and to work with me one-on-one like the student I'm referencing, join my Discord channel where you get a free swing evaluation, and also check me out on Skillist where I provide online instruction to anyone in the world. I look forward to helping you guys play your best golf. So let's talk about the next part in all of this. So we've already talked about how we're going to get the pelvis to recenter. So when we go through these drills, I want you to add all these pieces. We're going to kind of layer this thing starting from the ground up. The next piece, we're just going to grab a second alignment stick. You can, if you only have one, you can take that one away, but try to keep that one there. You're going to grab this alignment stick. You're going to put it about, I don't know, a foot or so down the shaft, have quite a bit of it running up past the club. You're going to put it, you're going to grip onto it like normal and put it up your lead side. So if you're left-handed, it'd be your right side. If you're right-handed, it'd be up your left side. From there, what you want to feel like is as you come down into impact, right, if you pull the arms up like this, you're going to hit yourself in the side. Right? So we don't want that. We don't want that scooping motion. We want to feel like we're compressing the ball. How are we going to do that, right? In the takeaway, we might feel like we hinge the club a little bit more to get it away from our side. And then as we come down, we almost want to do, you've probably heard someone say hinge and hold before. It's not the greatest idea in the world, but it's a good feel for this drill. So we want to feel like we hinge the club up, and then as we go down, we're going to drag the handle and keep the stick as far away from our side as we possibly can. So what it's going to look like, you're going to get set up. Down your lead side, you're going to address the ball. I would do this with very small swings. If you're someone with graphite shafts in your irons, don't do it with that. Graphite on graphite can be kind of a mess. So do this with steel shafts. Make really small swings when you do this. You only need to go up to about hip high with your hands. You do not need to take this club any higher. This is just to get the feel of getting the hands forward. Okay, so we tried it with the stick, right? So once we get the stick away, what we're gonna try to do is a hold off shot, a knockdown shot. So I want you to pretend that there's some trees in front of you. This might happen to you out on the golf course. So I want you to pretend there's some trees in front of you. I want you to try to feel like you're gonna hit this as low as possible. So the way we're gonna do that, we're just gonna take kind of a half swing here, right? Maybe hip high. But what you really need to feel is you get a lot of shaft lean. So we wanna de-loft the club. We wanna get our hands in front and the club behind. Try to de-loft this thing. While you're doing this, we still wanna focus on trying to recenter the pelvis. Add these things in layers. So get the pelvis portion first, then get the hands forward next, okay? So from there, what I wanna feel, I wanna imagine some trees right in front of me. So from down the line, if the tree limbs were hanging right here, I wanna feel like I'm gonna punch under them. So I'm gonna set up, I wanna kind of rehearse the feel, so a little hinge in the takeaway. Then I just kind of wanna drag it and hold on to it. And the big part about this is how we do our finish. I want the club to end up low and the hands to end high. I do not wanna see the club high, hands low. That shows me back at the golf ball, you've added more loft to the club, you haven't taken it off. So we're gonna try to do these hold off drills. So simply back here, add a little wrist hinge in the takeaway and feel like you finished with the club low, hands high. So it's gonna look something like this. So that's the feel for it. I went a little bit high, but the nice thing was, even though I was up this high, if I kind of went back to where I told everyone to finish, my club was low and my hands were high. It was just I ended up rotating too far. So do a little bit smaller swing. Definitely record yourself doing this so you can see where the club finishes. You can watch how your pelvis moves. The next portion of all of this, we're actually gonna use a towel, just a simple towel to help you elevate this drill even further and hit the ball even better. All right, so the next portion in this to help you kind of level it up, I have some training aids that you probably won't have at home. If you do have them, great, definitely use them. If you don't have them, maybe think about getting them. They're gonna help you a lot in this. So we're gonna set the towel down first, and I'm gonna show you guys how to use that at the end. The two other training aids I have here is just a foam, it's like a foam triangle, right? It's slanted. So what we want to set this down, we want to set it down pretty far back. And the idea of it is we want to feel like we're hitting down on this golf ball. So in order to get the golf ball in the air in golf, we don't need to help the ball in the air. We can actually hit down on it. The speeds we generate with these clubs, if we hit down on the golf ball, it will 100% get up in the air. Okay, so now that we have that visual of this angle, right, and want us to hit down on it, right? So again, I don't want you to feel like you're gonna try to hit up on this golf ball at all. I want you to feel like you're gonna hit down on it. So this just kind of helps you get that visual in your mind. And then the towel is going to play a role in replacing this. Now, this thing I have here, it's a clicker that goes on your trail hand. I believe this one was made by like George Gankis. So this is going to go on your trail hand. And the idea is I want you to feel a little bit earlier wrist set, right? And then from here, just to practice this, we're going to feel like we hinge the wrist so you can actually hear the click. So I want you to feel like you click the thing back and then you're going to pull the club through. And again, finishing low with the club and high with the hands. So we're going to get set up. We're going to feel a little earlier click, and then we're going to feel like we drag it down this slope and also move our pelvis forward. So as you can see, we've layered things throughout this video. We went from the ground up to our arms, and now we're working more on the wrist and how we're going to hit this ball. Again, imagining the tree line there, and we're going to try to hit under it. So I'm here. I'm going to feel like I click this guy back, and then I'm going to swing through. So I'm here, click it back, swing through. Another feel you can have with this is you can actually do a pause drill just to make sure you get the club in the right spot. So I'm going to set up here. I'm going to feel like I click it back, make sure I get that angle I'm looking for in the trail wrist. And then as I come through, I'm just going to swing through. So I'm going to go up, I'm going to pause, check out my wrist, and then go from there. So here, click it, and then go. That's the feel we're looking to create, trying to hit down on it, trying to get the pelvis forward, and trying to compress that golf ball like everyone wants to do. All right, so I know you might not have that slope, that pink thing that I had out here earlier, but everyone has a towel. At least I hope so. So we're going to get set up in here. The first drill, there's two ways you can do this. One, you can just simply lay a towel down behind the golf ball, let's say about 3 inches away from the back of the golf ball. On this one, you still want to work on feeling like you're shifting the pelvis forward, but the big thing here is just simply let's avoid hitting the towel. So I'm going to still feel like I add the wrist hinge. I still have the clicker on. I know you probably won't have this, but I just didn't take it off. So what we're going to try to do is feel that earlier wrist set, feel like I move my pelvis forward, and I try to hit the grass in front of my midline here. So I'm set up, I'm going to hinge it earlier, and then I'm going to swing through, and I'm going to miss the towel. If you hit the towel, two causes. One, you didn't move the pelvis far enough forward. Maybe you threw your arms. Or two, right, the towel is a little bit too close to you. So it does need to be a little bit away, or just the wind from this will disrupt it and make it look like you hit it. So the second way you're going to kind of level up this drill is just super simple. That thing, we had a little bit of an incline to it. It was built up a little bit behind us. We're just going to take the towel and we're going to fold it a little bit to make things a little bit harder on ourselves. So right there, I've now folded it. It's a few inches in the air. This one, you have to really watch on the backswing that you don't hit it. But it's created more of this descending blow we're looking for to help compress those irons. So again, in the takeaway, we want to feel like we hinge it, move our pelvis forward, and then swing through the shot. So get set up here, going to hinge it back, pelvis forward, and swing through. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, subscribe, put a comment down below, and make sure you turn on notifications so you know when the next video is coming. I look forward to seeing all of you guys in the next video.